the voting meeting to order for Munhall, June 17th, 2026. Ms. Fry, can you lead us in the Pledge of Allegiance, please?
I pledge allegiance
To the flag of the United States of America, to the republic which stands one nation under God, indivisible, liberty and justice for all.
Thank you, everybody, for coming. Dave, you want to do roll call?
Mr. Youngins.
Here.
Mr. Stein. Mr. Eads.
Present.
Mr. Gallagher. Here. Mr. Ostrowski.
Here.
Ms. Fletch.
here.
Mr. Shields. Here. Mayor Pulse. Here. Chief Caterino.
Here.
Mr. Vashon.
Here.
Mayor Quorum.
All right, thank you. We were in executive session from 5:30 to 6:30, talking personnel issues. Any public presentations?
No, there, no, there's
None.
none.
Good, make it. All right, we'll go into approving the minutes.
Approve minutes for May 13, 2026, workshop meeting minutes.
Motion.
Motion. Seconded.
All in favor?
Aye. Council meeting minutes, May 20th, 2026. Motion.
Need a second?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
All right. Mayor's report?
Well, if you were there Saturday, you probably saw, hopefully you think it was a great show. A lot of hard work went into it. I mean, there was, we had over 30 vendors there and food booths, and entertainment was great. The drone show was unbelievable. So if you saw that drone show, it was really unbelievable. We did all of this without using any borough funding. The drone show was, as most of you know, was supplied to us from U.S. Steel. We had a lot of donations and vendors and the vendors paid to be vendors, and a lot of donations were made, and the whole thing probably cost about $30,000, but we were able to do most of this through donations. And we're able to still have some money left, but we got some big things coming up. In September, we're gonna have a tour of the churches and cemeteries. In November, we're gonna have a big anniversary dinner banquet. And we're gonna try to keep the cost down as much as we can. St. John's is already booked for that. And with the money that we have, we're planning on using some of that towards the next coming things. And the final thing we're gonna do, with this set the date for it, we're gonna have a time capsule. So if anybody wants to submit some of the time capsules, they're welcome to. You know, letters went out to me, the council, all the churches, all the local businesses, the fire department, the police. So we're gonna have a time capsule that will be going off, and maybe a good day for that would be around our light up night, I'm thinking, but you know, that's up for ideas when we want to do the time capsule. Put a lot of hard work into it, and I want to thank all the volunteers. I want to thank my wife. She did a lot of work for this, so I want to really thank my wife,
The unsung
Michelle.
hero, Michelle Fox.
She is a hero in this for me.
She does everything.
She is a big help to me. I want to thank Michelle and all the volunteers we had, and Bonnie Youngkins and Dave were out there helping me all day on Friday and Saturday.
Long day.
And it was a long day. I'm starting to peel a little bit from the forehead. I should have wore a hat. But I had a good time, and I'd do it all again. You know, and there's going to be talk about doing, bringing the community day back. Maybe nothing to this extent again. I don't know if we'll be able to ever do, not ever, but, you know, get the money that we got this time from the vendors, but not from the vendors, from the corporations and businesses, because the 125th, maybe a one-time thing where I can't go to them every year, I don't think, but we're gonna try to keep this up and keep everything alive and don't forget our Main Street Market Nights start this next Friday, the 26th. Will be our first Main Street Market Night. And then we will have another one in July and August. And in September, we bring one down to North Munhall. We'll be doing something down at the library on 10th Avenue in North Munhall in September. So, always a good time, and we just try to put a lot of energy into this borough and try to do things, and, you know, where the people see there's things happening here. I mean, it's important, everything's important too, but it's important, the social aspect of it is also very important. And that's all I have at this time. Unless there are any questions for me?
I just wanted to say thank you for all the work that you and the volunteers did. I think it was a hell of a job, and
Yeah.
hopefully we can move on with that, and maybe next year be able to do.
Oh, one thing I do want to mention, I know Dave's ready with the sign for me, I just heard it. But in July, we're going to be unveiling, I don't pay attention. In July, we're going to be unveiling a painting here, and we'll have to find a good spot to put it. We had a live painting being done on the history of Munhall by Zach Rutter, a local artist, and I think it's going to be added to. We'll just have to decide where we want to do it. I'd like to bring Zach up here in July, and he can, we'll do like an unveiling of the painting.
I actually asked him how much is it gonna be, he says, we're giving it to the borough. I said, oh,
No, he's
okay.
giving it. Yep. So Zach Rutter did a fantastic painting of a lot of things that catches the history of Munhall from his vision. He did what his vision of Munhall, it's all his vision of. He did it all on his own. Nobody told him what to put in there or not what to put in it. But I think it's going to be really nice, and we have an unveiling in July.
All right, is that it, Mayor?
That's it for now.
Thank you.
Good.
Solicitors
Great.
report?
Great job.
Thank you.
Yeah, good question. We appreciate it. My next request is put the dunk tank in the sun, so.
I agree.
without
I
getting-
agree.
I agree.
So
A couple
getting
things that
done.
we
It was
could
pretty chilly.
Oh, I'm sorry. We raised money, and I'm like, the winner for raising the money is, Tim, we're gonna have to give that, I think it's $170. I have that set aside for the fire, the Bureau of Fire, right?
Yes.
We raised $150 for
The veterans.
Dave for the veterans banners. I guess I was kind of the low guy. I raised, I don't know why. Everybody wants these two. Nobody wants me.
People like you,
I
Rob.
raised $70 for Sable Kennels. We had Tyler Miller on the dunk tank, and he raised $80 for, I'm gonna leave it up to the chief here. I mean, I know it's not a heck of a lot of money, but $80 for that. And I had a young guy that's on the football team, and he raised $60, and I'll get a hold of Tubi, and that'll go to something the football program can put it towards.
Well, Mayor, I'd just like to say, the $100 I donated to the fire department was the best $100 I ever spent.
You put them over the top,
I was
right.
with my hand.
Or he would have been right down there, he would have been right down there with me. $100 bill.
I'm thinking you skip the dunk tank and have a cage match with Youngkins and Youngkins and East cage match. You don't have the parking lots filled.
Right at the UFC put their mat out there. I remember noticing the UFC put a mat out there in front of their thing, and
They'll come from all over.
grappling.
Without a doubt.
As long as Dave don't ride his bike to the match, I'm in.
Easy, easy.
I'm in.
And that lawsuit's over, so.
Okay, I think I am. Sorry. Thank you.
Can we get the solicitor's report?
Yeah, thank you, President Youngkins. Some of my items are covered in executive session, personnel litigation, but just one thing, public, I didn't get a chance to talk to the chief yet. This has been an ongoing issue brought to my attention and raised at prior meetings about minors as young as 8 years old riding mini bikes, motorized scooters, e-bikes on the streets and sidewalks, no helmets, and the concern was the authority to cite the parents. I did a fair amount of research, and I was gonna have it ready for tonight, Chief, but I didn't get it in final form, because you know why, I was here on another matter. But there are sections that we can use, and I'm gonna work with you, and I'll put this together in a detailed memo so you and your officers can use it, but statutory authority to cite the parents is, one section is permitting an unauthorized or unlicensed person to drive, and there are different sections of the code that apply to different vehicles. They're all classified, which you understand, I know differently. Permitting any violation of the vehicle code, which includes your children, you could be cited, and then endangering the welfare of children. So, and there's also a Pennsylvania Parental Liability Act. So I'm going to summarize all this and the various sections of motor vehicle code, which I know you got a handle on this, but I'm going to give you a nice memo and cheat sheet that you guys can use, because we need a better enforcement tool And the parents should be permitted to look the other way, and I have the tools here, the state law that'll allow you to then go to the parents and then let them know they can be found liable and be fined. So I'll have that for you this week. Okay? All right, that is my report. Thank you.
Thank you. Can I get the manager's report?
Yep, I got some things to talk about here. Main Street redevelopment, DCED just issued a ruling on Monday, separating the Main Street project into 2 phases. So we were initially gonna do that voluntarily, but DCED said we have to do that now, because we only got funding for half of it. So Connor, our engineer, spoke with Liberoni and Moranti, the 2 awardees of the project. They are fine with just doing it, they're not happy about it, but they'll deal with it. But because they bid it at a full cost for 2-year, or a full project, the cost per materials may change, so they're doing a calculation now, so there might be some increase in the material cost. We'll discuss that when they bring it to
And I'm
us.
involved in that too, so I talked to them. They have to, the bid was for the full project, but I made sure, and I checked with Connor, I talked to the engineers, I said, as long as it's itemized, so we can pick the tasks, which are phase 1, and these tasks, phase 2, and they're separately bid, then there's no issue. There's still a low bidder on those tasks. We take those tasks, make it phase 1, then remove phase 2, and then the issue you just raised, we'll see how that progresses.
Both Connor is very confident they'll begin in 2 weeks. So a
Okay.
slight delay,
All right,
but
so-
they're both on board with starting in
Okay,
2 weeks.
good, good.
The paving contract is ready to be signed by Dave. All the David,
Did you have it? All right, yeah. Connor said he was gonna have it.
So that paving project in Munhall will begin in 2 weeks. Before they start paving up here on the upper lot, Connor is working on preparing some design for shrinking the traffic circle here, expanding, making it a wider lane, so it's easy to get around that parking lot if there's
Would you like to
buses.
explain it?
Go ahead.
All right, so we're taking the circle, and you know where the trees are, they come down where they park now. It's pretty much gonna continue on down. The side over there by the door is gonna be 2 lanes, so when they're sitting there at the door for the buses, somebody can get around it and go around and come back way. And then on the front side, we're gonna create about 7 more spots for the Munhall Borough people to be able to park. That circle's not doing us no justice.
That's the plan.
So that's the plan, we gotta see what it's gonna cost. If it isn't done this year, we should definitely have it done next
Well,
year.
it'd be nice to do it before we pave.
It would be really nice.
Annual MS4 report is due this month, end of this month. I'm working with Marissa from KLH to finalize that report. Grinnell is going to be installing the sprinkler heads on July 2nd. For the second floor build out, Extreme Restoration is going to be coming and marking the ceiling panels so that Grinnell knows where to put them. I posted a request for service for the West Field concession stand, just to get some proposals for contracting that out. DEP has submitted a complaint, received a complaint from a resident regarding overgrown weeds from the high school, middle school, and going onto their property. I'm not sure what we can do about it, but I'll reach out to the school district.
I'd reach out to school and see if they've cut it, if not.
They've been asked before and they don't seem interested, but I'll try.
Subject to citation.
That's what I was gonna
We have
say.
a code.
Code enforcement officer can cite them.
We have a code enforcement officer, we can send them a notice of violation.
Yep, I told him
I'll,
I do that. We got this yesterday.
My son-in-law's building and grounds director, I'll talk to him.
Okay. It's on the hillside that nobody ever accesses.
Hillside where?
On the, off on the left, far left corner, like, so you got John Street, and the houses on the right side of John Street, it's right next to a hillside that's covered in vegetation.
Well, I can speak on behalf of that hillside in the school, and it's a hot mess for every property that lines it, because I'm one of the houses.
So there's been a complaint,
The-
taken to DEP. Not that they will do anything about it because they don't care. But I have to respond. Taylor, myself, will meet with Nick Piscitano, the elder. I think tomorrow we have a meeting set to discuss beginning uploading documents into the Velocity software. So that we can get that document, that basically make it easier for council members to access from that site, whatever we need to upload there. We've got to receive the final inspection, load reports for the Rufine Street bridges. I've also talked to Bob about giving me a list of all the bridges in Munhall, just to make sure we're not missing some other small little bridge somewhere,
Mhm.
and make sure it's being inspected and not gonna fall in. And I spoke to Jeff Cumming this afternoon. He says that the smaller garbage truck has been picked up. He said either Friday or Monday, and it's en route. We'll see when it gets here. The others should be sent to the body company in September, October. The problem is that they keep getting those two vehicles, we keep getting pushed back because they're not still 100% confident in the technology.
Not great.
We aren't either.
And that's what I heard from them.
Hey Dave?
Yeah.
On the bridges, I was able to see the inspection report,
Yeah,
but I was not able to see the load rated limit report.
I can print it off for you if you want.
So the way I understood it from what I was reading, it said we could take down the 3-ton weight restriction on the 800 block bridge.
Okay,
At least that's what I'm
I'll talk
reading.
with Connor about specifically what we can do.
I just wanted to make sure because for how bad some of the spalling was, I don't want to take it down and have an issue.
Yeah, I'll get a firm answer from Connor on what to do.
Nothing should be going up there right now anyways. Because they're gonna have to go turn around when we get up so far.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
So
before the.
it's a waste of time to take it down now.
Well, I think, but also in that report, it said we'd have to have it inspected again before the end of the year with having it listed as a 3-ton weight limit.
Right.
So I just wanted to see if there was, if we needed to actually do that or not.
Okay.
Dave, you want my questions on the budget now?
I have answers for everything you sent
Hey
me.
Dave, one thing, but Dave, you talk,
Yeah,
before, can we check out, we talked about the drive-through bank and Citizens. It is so bad now, it should be blocked off.
I agree.
what's the issue with it? Is it overgrown?
No, we talked about, there's holes in there.
No,
about-
it's
Oh,
bad.
That's where we have one resident, and it goes up the
Yeah.
street,
And
and
Bob knows about it, Lacey knows.
Bob's known about it for 4 months.
Can we get them to patch them holes?
Yeah, we can do that.
If we patch the holes, then we can still use it.
Yes,
All right.
it's really bad.
It is really bad. People are driving
All right.
up into the grass,
Tell them to use
into
a
that
hot patch,
property
not-
to
Yeah,
get to the
full patch.
bank.
Full patch will pop out in a couple months.
One's gonna be that big.
You done there?
I'm done, but he wants to ask me questions.
Well, we gotta go to the tax collector's report first.
So far for the month up to the, let's see, June 17th, this is the latest report I got from Donna. She has collected $2,365,712.32 so far for the year.
Cool. Tim, can we wait till the end to do that?
Whatever you wanna do, buddy.
All right, thank you. All right, Dave, you wanna do the items for consideration?
Sure.
Are there no public comments?
About the comments.
There it is, I'm sorry. Go ahead, Reedy, come on up.
My first thing is, David, I want to thank you for the weekly printouts.
Mm-hmm.
I just want to say that on May 14th, there was a check written to the Homestead Cemetery for $10,000. What was that about?
That was in the budget, they requested assistance
For
for
donation.
maintaining the cemetery.
The reason why, Rainey, is if we don't help them make it, if they fail, the borough's gonna pick up the full tab. It's a state law.
It's in the budget.
What is, today, what is Insight Pipe contracting for $23,000?
That is the, so in 2020, Munhall applied for a PA Small Water Grant to televise and repair and clean stormwater pipes throughout the borough, in certain sections of the borough, plus a storm catchment basin repairs as well. That was the grant that was then extended 3 times, and we never finished it. We did a little bit back in 2023 with Robinson Pipe doing most of that work, and they completed the project of actually televising and cleaning those pipes, but not all the money was used. So we still had an outstanding balance of almost $200,000 from the original grant agreement to pay. So this is extending that a little bit longer before the end of the month, because the state is demanding we can close out that grant as of June 30th. So it's basically just to continue a little bit more in cleaning and televising some stormwater lines, basically.
And none of that can be covered by the Munhall sewer.
No, because stormwater lines. And it's also a grant we're getting reimbursed for.
We were trying to use it before we lose it.
Yeah.
Okay, unfortunately Jason is not here, but would you tell us what's the balance in today's general fund?
As of June 18th, well, I guess as of tomorrow, $1,469,810.65.
How much is in the Pliget account?
For the general fund Pliget, we've got $1,822,555.44.
And thank you for those checks back there.
Sure.
It's not on the agenda, but I want to ask. I see that unfortunately your house is up for sale.
Who's, oh, I
Not
thought you were looking at me.
I'm sorry. Chief Government. And I hear you're moving to Grove City, or you have moved to Grove City, is that correct?
That is correct, yes.
I'm just asking, how do you get from here to there? Do you use our police cars? Do you use
I don't have
yours?
one. I don't have one right now.
Because it has to come in. But the fact is, so you use your car
Yes,
both ways?
yes.
Will you continue that once the police car comes in?
That's something that still needs to be discussed.
Okay, I'm just gonna say, I know I brought it up when you were in 7/10 of a mile. And to go from here, I went to Edinburgh, so to go from here to Grove City is a minimum of 60 miles one way. You go 2 ways a day, it's 120 miles. You go 5 days a week, 4 weeks in a month, 12 months in a year, we're talking 28,800 miles or more. And right now with gas being over $4 a gallon, we're talking $115,200 in gas alone. And I just want to say,
I don't know where you got the numbers, but that number is definitely incorrect.
well, I put it in ways to go from Munhall to.
No, I'm talking about your numbers you got where gas is $100 and some thousand per year, it's not.
Do you know what it is?
I don't know, I know it's not that.
You have to put his
I just want to say, I hope
Probably $10,000.
for a year.
But you might add an extra zero on there.
You probably added an extra.
Yeah, you might have added it.
Yeah, I think you did too.
That's a lot of gas.
$10,000 in gas.
100,000 in gas is it?
$100,000 gas.
I mean, in all honesty, by taking that, it would be about 1,500 to 1,600 gallons for the year, just to go back and forth, and at $4.50 a gallon, you're at $7,000.
Here you go.
Right,
Thank
a little bit
God.
off.
Thank you for saying that. I'm just saying to all of you, if this is where you want to be, Munhall, then we're happy. And if you're going to Grove City, I don't know if your intentions are to leave Munhall or to stay with Munhall, but in case of an emergency, 79 in the winter, everybody is.
I'm not going anywhere, Randy.
You're right?
I'm not going anywhere at all. I'll
Okay.
be here.
Well, you'll be using your car. Good morning.
Are you making that decision?
I said, I hope.
Oh, I thought you said you will.
No, I don't, I'm not organized when you were there, and on all the agenda things that were mentioned last week, I wasn't here because I was on vacation, but I just want to ask, what was the Westfield vandalism that was listed?
There has been several instances of people getting into the bathrooms and causing some damage to the bathrooms.
And what about including the garbage collection and the property tax?
That was just an idea suggested, but council's not interested, so that's not going
You're
on.
not doing it? That's good to hear. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Mayor.
I'll be back for you.
Anybody else have questions on the agenda?
On the non-agenda.
Non-agenda, I'm sorry.
Still public comments?
Yes.
Can I make a public comment, please? Hi, my name is Stacy Drain, and I own a home at 619 East 14th Avenue for the past 38 years. And I want to bring you up to date on a situation that we've been dealing with there for the last 4 weeks. On May 20th, my daughter reached out to the borough via your website, the 311 and complained about trash that was not picked up in our alley. And I brought some photos. I would be happy to share those with
I'm
you.
sure we all seen them.
Have you seen them?
Mm-hmm.
This has been taken care of today, but 4 weeks that we've been dealing with this and not getting any communication, no response is just, it's not
It's
acceptable.
unexcusable.
It's unexcusable,
Well,
yeah.
I suggested to the council that, we tell the garbage to pick them up and then write it up and go after the people afterwards.
Yeah, absolutely, and I don't know if you hold the landlord responsible for that. This is a gentleman who lives in Jefferson Hills. Like, he's sitting home enjoying his barbecues in his litter-free street while we're sitting there smelling their
He
trash.
should be the first when we go.
Well, he was
He should,
contacted
absolutely.
initially
Yeah.
and submitted to the magistrate, but he didn't respond.
Well,
So,
I just want to say,
But
like,
yes.
4 weeks has been ridiculous that we've had no communication
I can't
about
believe
this.
it's sat there for 4 weeks.
For 4 weeks.
How did the
Exactly.
garbage trucks go by there for 4 weeks and just let it
Yes.
go? You clean it up,
And then say something about it.
then you go after them later. You have to, it becomes a hazard, public health.
because of this issue, I've made some
Sure.
changes.
Okay,
And we're gonna
And
discuss about that.
basically, moving
The
forward,
Bob
if
should
there's
know,
trash
as
anywhere,
public works director, Bob should
They're picking it
know,
up.
you don't let that sit
and if there's
there.
ever an issue where they don't pick it up that day,
yes,
they're required to notify the administrative office, so we understand what's going on, and then deal with it appropriately. So it
Public
doesn't
works
happen.
director
And
knows.
I completely agree.
no, I
It
appreciate
was
that. This has been an ongoing issue
way
with that
over.
And,
property.
and as I can say is, I think most of the council didn't know nothing about it until the emails started coming out.
This afternoon for me.
The
Okay.
other day,
Yesterday.
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 Well, I appreciate, we reached out to PJ yesterday, and I appreciate your handling, and
Well-
Chief Caterino, I appreciate
And
your.
I've heard it's happened there a few times.
It's happened several
If
times.
it's put out there and they don't pick it up, please call the office immediately.
It's an ongoing issue for I moved out of the northern end of town
Yeah.
about 4 years ago, and it's still an ongoing issue from back
And
then.
and if it's okay with council, I'd like to say that if it's something like this happens again, we pick the trash up and then we cite the,
Oh, absolutely, that's the policy now.
Absolutely.
So,
Yeah, you'll probably be hearing from us on a regular basis. 'cause
Well, that's
it's not
fine.
just regular.
that's
Yeah.
what we're here for.
Yeah, like every Tuesday morning.
Thank you.
Thank
Well,
you.
I'm down there all
problem
the
is-
time, my parents live on 13, so I'll be sure, to- and I know, see the
It's-
little kids
it's been a
playing
hot
in the
mess.
street.
It's been a hot mess.
From those
Skunks,
properties.
raccoons,
Yeah.
rats probably have been just tearing that apart for the past month, and it's smelled. awful.
Nobody should have to talk about that.
Thank you.
they filed a 311 complaint a month ago.
Yes.
I also talked to him on the phone,
Who'd you talk to?
Dave, June.
Karen,
Cannon?
Yeah, Dave Cannon, on the first.
On June 1st, yes.
Yeah, and he said he would take care of it, and I never heard anything. Couple trash days went through, and then I reached out to PJ, to see if he could help, and he was able
Well, if
to
it's,
get it taken care
if
of.
it's trash out there and it's trash day and they don't pick it up, please call the office.
But she
I
did what
did,
she's supposed to do.
Right.
She
I
filed a
did a
311
Tim.
complaint.
911, and then I
Mr.
called.
Reeves at Homestead, if you address that as your job, how would it go?
Being the property owner, if we
Yeah, I
have-
mean-
if we have to clean it up, and we've.
You went up there and saw the trash, you contact, have the trash picked up.
I just call out the trash picked up, and
Right.
I take pictures of everything.
Right.
And all my pictures are time stamp, date, time I took the picture. So when I go to court, it shows, when I was there
Okay.
and everything like that. But my thing is, who is checking to make sure these 311 complaints are taken care of? Because they reached out a month ago, and we all know it sat there for over a month.
You would think that would be the,
Somebody,
public works supervisor has to do that.
who did the 311 complaint go to?
it went to Dave Cannon. And he then proceeded doing what his job is, which is to basically cite them and go through that process. The miscommunication, which has now been addressed, just to clarify, if there ever is anything, I've spoken to Dave about it, if it happens again in this particular case, he'll notify Public Works to pick it up immediately, so this doesn't happen
Well,
again.
who told the Public Works not to pick the trash up?
They made that decision on their own, that's something I've got to investigate.
Right. They go by, they have to notify somebody, you not pick the trash up at this address. So
Yeah,
right
I've
off the
got
bat,
to
somebody should
investigate
know
that stuff.
that wasn't done. So as far as Bob goes, did they notify Bob? Does anybody know that they don't pick up the trash? No one knows.
Did they put it, so
They put a sticker on it, an orange sticker. on
Right.
it.
If they go by,
That's what I was told, yeah.
if they go by and pick up the trash, just pick it up.
That's right.
And then if they didn't pay the fee, then we'll deal with that later.
Yeah. No, exactly, I
Right.
think we've got a good policy now, so
Yeah.
it won't happen
is
again.
that policy written?
No, because I just came up with it today.
We'll make sure it's written.
We'll get
But
it done.
you know something, I think that policy's been around for a long time.
It shouldn't have to be a
Yeah.
policy, it's common sense.
They just pick up the trash at every address.
And if
Weed
they're not,
collected.
it's too much,
The
write it up.
The crew has no decision about whether trash is picked up or not.
They should not.
Right.
But
Just to let you know, there was a concern that they couldn't prove where the trash came from. So I personally, after I got a call from the guy, I personally went up there and I went through the trash and recovered the mail where it was coming from and forwarded that to our code enforcement officer.
Thank you.
Good
That still
job,
doesn't
chief.
answer the question. Why
You
would
didn't send nobody else, you did it yourself. So you're telling me our chief is out there digging in trash?
I did.
Go team, go.
I was down here 2 years ago, he was in the electrical box.
I was on 8th Avenue, he was climbing through the woods looking for somebody. All right, any other comment? Go ahead.
just on that trash, though, in the northern end of town, I think maybe the manager, everybody on council should take a ride through those alleyways down there.
I don't have to, I already
I
know
don't
about
have
all,
to.
I have
They
properties
look
down there, it's bad.
absolutely terrible.
It does.
There's a huge difference between Main Street and up and what's down.
You cross 42nd Avenue,
Yep.
Yep,
and it's like, it's a forgotten land.
And that would be
Down.
nice.
and the problem is people don't put their trash in cans. I see it in my alley down there on 19th all the time. And
Just call you friends.
they need to be cited for it.
Yeah, take a picture and
So-
cite 'em.
They are cited for it.
So it's in code that cans should be, all the garbage should be in cans. It's in the IPMC, which we follow.
Mhm.
I know the borough manager Homestead reached out to you, Dave, twice, to send out a flyer to all the residents in the lower end of town and the residents in Homestead saying, hey, this is what we're going to follow. This is what we need to do. Your cans can be this, they have to be secure, and your garbage can't be loose. Because the post office, the routes intermingle down there. So they, you do Homestead and Munhall on the same route. So it would be a cost savings for both boroughs to send it out down there. That's a problem in both boroughs. I have the same issue I deal with in Homestead with trash.
It's above the
Not in
cemeteries
cans.
too. Look up the alleys up here,
But
they
it-
throw them out.
But
Not as much, no.
we should send out a mailer down there and say, hey,
I
this
agree.
needs to happen. We need to make sure we're going out to the landlords who are allowing this to happen.
Exactly.
Cause it's a problem. It looks like hell down there. It's
Okay.
it's
We
absolutely
understand that, Mr. East, can we move on?
Sure, we can.
You're beating the old dog
But
here. We
because
agree with you.
We look at it every single day, and I look at it every
I
single day.
do too.
It looks terrible down there.
But hey, just remember, there's a difference between looking bad, I mean, because we just did a neighborhood cleanup down there, what, like a month or two ago? Do you know what I mean? And we were out there picking up trash and we did everything else. I mean, there was a whole bunch of bags we picked up. There's a difference between trash and a health hazard.
Right.
And a month of sitting there with just the smell, and trust me, I know you guys use the backyard and stuff like that. I mean, the smell to go in their backyard, 2 doors down, is just horrendous.
I agree.
Because there's nobody in here that would want to stand there and deal with that for a month.
And not to mention, we get a visual reminder every time we leave the house or come home to see this mountain of trash sitting right outside our door.
Mhm.
Yeah, unspeakable.
All right.
And David, if this is my opinion, what I observed, even after it's picked up, it looks 1,000% better, but if you could have them go back up there and sweep it.
Yeah,
There's still stuff scattered everywhere.
Right.
The big bulk of it isn't there, but it's scattered everywhere.
Right, right.
Might be hosed down.
That's every alley.
Any, public comments on non-agenda items again? Anybody else? No? Go ahead. You gotta come up here.
Airbnbs?
You go up top, please. State your name.
Maureen Butler.
Hello.
I saw on the workshop, there was an Airbnb,
It was
but
discussed,
I don't
but
see it
it
here.
hasn't went no, we were just discussing it. We're looking into it right now.
We talked about last week, to kind of like figure what we're gonna do with it.
Yeah, we were gonna speak to the solicitor about it and stuff.
Okay, because I guess you heard the rumor we heard.
What's that?
The Airbnb by us.
On Lee Street.
On mine.
No, I
No,
was
11th and Margaret.
11th and
Where is
Margaret.
it?
What happened?
433 East 11th.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's the big house on the corner.
Oh, Fernandez house.
Walter.
Walter, yeah.
Vulture, you know
Okay,
Vulture,
yes.
that guy?
Yes. Okay,
Supposedly someone bought it
all right,
and is chopping it up into an Airbnb.
okay.
So,
So we are aware of that. I don't know how far I want to go in the public meeting with that. That was one of my things for executive session that we didn't get to, because it has more a personnel matter to do with that. But there is issues, and there's photos, there's things that were sent to our code enforcement officer that it shouldn't be going on down there. You cannot make a single-family house in the
You
free,
can bring it up, that should be brought up at a public meeting.
but there's, I can bring this part up, but there's personnel issues and things that I have
That would
concerns
be
with.
separate though.
Correct. You cannot split a house up into 3 units that is now considered a commercial unit.
Single family.
It's a single-family house
Can you
down there.
R1.
Can you just rent out a room? Because that's like happening down on Louis Street. It's one house, but it's
That's what I was
4
talking
rentals.
It's called a boarding house.
Yeah, I mean,
Which
it's
was-
R1.
Which was a single property at one point.
Right.
So
And it's being chalked up into 4.
there's,
But he's calling it an Airbnb.
and there's 4 different kitchens in there.
Yes.
I have pictures of all of it.
It's on Instagram.
And it's on Instagram. I
And
mean,
they can't do that, is what you're
no,
saying.
you're not, you have to have fire suppression system, 2 means, every unit has to have 2 means of egress. PJ's a fire inspector, he'll tell you, every unit has to have 2 means of egress at that point in time, you have to have a sprinkler in the whole building. There's a ton of things that you have to follow, that is now considered a commercial building at that point in
It might
time.
not be permitted in that zone, period.
It's
I don't know, it's an R1?
It's an R1.
Well, then I doubt it's
One,
permitted
yeah,
at all.
it's historic.
So,
I'm not sure
my
he's
point
the
exactly,
to be doing
my
it.
point exactly, that's why I was trying to tell you guys,
Yes.
that is,
Now posted?
No.
shouldn't be happening.
All right.
We need to look into that.
Get down there.
We gotta stop it before it's there and we can't change it.
Yes.
Yeah, we do.
Yeah, it's not
Well,
zoned.
there's
Next to
I
that.
agree with you, it's not zoned, you can't, you legally cannot do it.
Right. And I don't see a building permit.
Sorry.
I know.
I'm sorry. Again, what we talked about back there
Mhm.
is continuing in other locations in this borough. And
Okay.
it's gonna fry us.
This is the place to talk about it.
It is gonna fry us.
This is the place to talk about it.
We're gonna be in litigation before you know it.
Yeah. We can do that.
All right. Yeah, okay.
All right?
Thank you.
Yes, ma'am.
You all.
Thank you.
Anybody else? No. All right, Dave, you wanna go on for items?
Yes. Motion to pay bills excluding payroll for period of May 1st to May 31st, 2026. Motion. 376,580.66.
Got a motion, I need a second. All right, any questions on the motion? All in favor?
Aye.
Motion passes.
Motion to approve payroll for the period ending May, $359,015.30. Motion.
Need a second?
Second.
Any questions? All in favor?
Aye.
Motion passes. Any public comments on agenda items? Come on, Randy. State your name and your address again.
Maureen Fry, 124 West Virginia Avenue, Munhall, PA. Would you tell me number 3, to ratify the poll vote to advertise?
It was a vote that we got it out to advertise, so it'll be done a little faster, Randy.
Where was it advertised?
As advertised tomorrow, Thursday, in the Pittsburgh Post-Gazette.
Okay,
I didn't
And
participate in the
Sunday.
poll vote, just so you know, Ray, I don't do poll votes.
thank you. I don't think they're right. I think they should be voted here and everybody can hear and see.
I don't do it.
Well, we were trying to get it out faster, but it didn't
I understand
work.
that, but I'm still not.
I know,
That's all
but
that,
that's it.
plenty of time.
Number 5, motion to authorize the road safe, I assume that's a company, to install signs to establish Ravine Street detour for a 2-month initial period of $2,800. What if that goes past 2 months? Do we pay more money?
We're gonna order our own signs and get rid of them.
I thought we were gonna
Or
try to
borrow
borrow.
them. We're gonna try to borrow them.
Right.
Movement from there?
We're gonna send it from the county, right? We're gonna-
Yeah,
I've got the
told
number.
David, and we're gonna go
We'll
to
get
the
those
county
signs.
and see if we can borrow the signs.
You
Say,
mean after the 2 months?
Well, we'll do it starting basically next week, we're gonna call and get
This way we
beg,
know the
borrow,
route.
signs from
And we
everywhere.
know what signs.
So we're letting them do all the hard work, then we're gonna count how many signs they
And
put
we're gonna
up,
copy it.
and then we're gonna copy and we're gonna bonus on
That's
it.
like
What do we
God.
wanna pay? The 2,800?
We'll pay
We
2,800.
have
That's
to
like
pay that.
copy and paste, Randy.
We're gonna let them put them up and do the detour, and then we're gonna go out and see, they
What we
put,
need and go.
you know, 12 road closed signs, this many detour signs, and then we're gonna go get them, and then we're gonna put them up, and we're not gonna pay for it no more. Because we don't know how many signs it's gonna take, or,
Right.
or what it's
Let them
gonna
do it,
take.
and we
So
learn.
let them do the hard work, and then we're still their idea, yeah.
Okay. Number 6, motion to pay United Bronze for 2 building dedication plaques for 4,900. Where are those plaques?
They're gonna be on each door, Randy. We're gonna dedicate
Which
the
doors? Downstairs?
upstairs and downstairs. The building has never been dedicated to the borough. We're gonna dedicate it to the borough and put a plaque on it.
And I saw that the sign Munhall Borough is outside the tax collector office, but there's none down on the main.
It's coming.
office.
They're coming,
Not done
Randy.
yet.
Thank you. I didn't
I
know.
missed that sign.
If you don't ask me.
They're coming on the bottom, and we're gonna have one out on the street telling everybody what's in here.
Oh, that's wonderful.
And we're even gonna have, the state rep's name out there because he's supposed to be moving in here.
Oh, sounds wonderful. And thank you for the money raised for the veterans.
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you for the firemen. Thank you for everybody.
Oh, I was a fire. I don't give credit. Thanks, Randy.
Thank you.
Boy, okay.
Tim, sorry.
I'm the one going away.
Don't
yeah.
let them-
I did it for the dogs.
Yes, sir.
I did it for the dogs.
All right, motion to ratify the poll vote to advertise for the Homestead Run landside repair at Creek Street.
Motion.
Second.
All right, any questions?
Uh,
All in favor?
Aye.
Motion passes.
Motion to advertise for a full-time position for Munhall Department of Public Works.
Motion.
Need a second?
Second.
All right, any questions?
Question. I know we talked about it earlier and we never really got a good clear answer. I mean, is there any way that we can look for 2? Or hire one now and hire another one later? Because I mean, having the
It's not the
2,
budget.
there's a lot of stuff that's over budget that we could.
You're gonna way over budget, start paying benefits for 2 employees.
I think with, we'll go through the budget stuff here in a bit. I think at this point in time, we needed the second one, I want to put it in the budget for next year, but I don't think we can really swing it this year.
I know what you're talking about as far as salary. When you get in double the benefits, it takes it way over top.
Okay. We need a motion.
We have motion
We have a
and a
motion,
second.
second. All in favor?
Aye.
Motion passes. Thank you.
Motion to authorize road safe to install signs to establish a Main Street detour for a 2-month additional period for $2,800.
Motion.
Second.
Any questions? All in favor?
Aye.
Motion passes.
Motion to pay, we've got 2 bids, this is the lower bid, United Bronze for 2 building dedication plaques for a total of $4,900.
Motion.
Need a second?
Second.
Any questions?
Can I ask if it was in the budget?
All in favor?
It was not originally in the budget, no.
All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed?
No opposed? Any opposed? No? Okay.
All right, so I've given you these 3 bids here. Normally I would go for lowest bid, but we got 3 different bids, different prices. And sometimes, we usually go with the lowest quote price, not bid, quoted price, barring any other complaints or reservations about the provider. So we have ES Heating and Cooling LLC for $21,200. We have Haruska Mechanical for $18,891. This is for the split unit system for the police. And then we have Codis Remodeling for $13,459. The engineer reviewed all 3 to make sure that they're within the specs that they designed, they say they are acceptable. So, does council want to go with the lowest bidder, or is there a reservation for that?
Codis is bid on a roof and they didn't finish the job the way it was supposed to be. They're supposed to put ice and water shield down at the
Are
bottom.
they a qualified bidder for HVAC?
I don't think so.
I don't, doesn't sound like it to me.
But they didn't they didn't go by code for the roof. So what means,
Did they ever fix that?
no.
No, I asked Bob to follow up, he's not following up, I'll call him tomorrow and let him know if he knows this job.
And like you said, they're not a heating and air conditioning.
No.
He's just a general contractor.
He's gonna sub it out anyway.
Mm-hmm.
Mr. Chairman,
Yes,
is it possible for me to make a motion that we accept the Ruskas since they are the second lowest bidder?
you can do that.
I'd like to make a motion that we accept the second lowest bidder, being Haruska Mechanical.
$32,891.
Need a second?
Second,
Okay.
I got a
Any questions?
I got a question. Do we have to, explain why we're not using Curtis?
We'll put it in the minutes.
I was gonna say after the vote, we gotta have that in the minutes. The council is deeming the lowest bidder is not a responsible bidder for all the reasons I heard, which legally would support that
he
decision.
did bad work before.
Mm-hmm.
It's gotta go in the minutes though.
I'll make sure it's in the minutes.
I'm just asking to
Well,
make sure.
we-
Oh, no, you're fine, Tim.
You're
fine, Tim.
No, you're right.
You're right.
It needs to be in the record
You should
though.
ask for that.
Yeah.
Yep, I will make sure the
But
Taylor.
last year, he said,
Do I need to,
No, I think,
No.
I think submit it, I think we're good.
No,
So
the
we got one,
motion's
we got a
fine.
first and a second. Any other questions?
How much?
$18,891.
All in favor?
aye.
All opposed? The ayes have it.
Motion to select the lowest bidder for tear down of 3 houses in Munhall, 1709 Martha, 1713 Martha, 1214 Louise, to Deller Professional Services for $32,940. That is well below the amount that we were awarded by the county.
Need a motion?
Motion.
Need a second?
Second,
Any questions? All in favor?
aye.
All opposed? Motion passes.
Motion to remove Ed Miller from the Munhall Planning Commission.
Motion, second,
Any questions? All in favor?
aye.
Aye. Motion passes. Tim?
Tim, mine will be real quick.
You're never quick, Mayor, that's.
No, I want to just go over quick. I forgot, when I mentioned some names, Ray Highland did
you know, if you
a
write
lot
his
of
name
work
down, you
on
won't
this.
forget it.
What's that?
If you write his name down.
I know. Ray Highland did a lot of work, and I want
Ray
to
did a
thank
great
Ray
job.
Highland.
Yes, he
He
did.
did a great job.
I was
And
gonna
our,
mention that, I didn't want to look at somebody, Ray was like
and
unbelievable.
our MC all day was Aaron Kleiber, and Aaron was there all day for us emceeing.
And I would like,
Fantastic job.
I would like to thank the gentleman that was up there from Public Works. They
That-
did one hell of a job.
Yeah, they did.
Yes, they did.
You know, that was up, that place, you know, it is clean. We didn't leave a mess, and the place is fine. Public Works did a good job afterwards, making sure everything was cleaned up and it returned the way it should be.
Can we, thanks, Mayor. Can we move on to your question, Tim?
Yeah, I got a ton of budget questions.
Okay.
Dave, I emailed you a list of,
You want me to go through it?
yes,
I've got answers for everything.
hit me with it.
All right, so 405.143, payroll for $6,185 over budget. The problem with that is that their payroll expenses are split into 2 sections. One for council and one for administrative. I talked to Jane and we combined them in the same, so basically we're now at about $8,000 for all of that, well below the $17,000 budget.
So it's, okay, that's fine.
That's that one.
Good.
Manager bond, we increased my coverage because it's just wiser to have a higher.
So what are you bonding for now?
I'm bonded for $1 million.
Okay.
Admin dues, that was definitely on me. That includes the Steel River cog fees that we pay every year. I did not include that.
And how much are they?
$12,000. $12,500, so that's basically why it's,
So that's what, $11,000 over budget?
basically, yes.
Now, does that go up every year? Is it stay the
That was what it
same?
was last year, so I should have included it in this year for $12,500.
So it's just a budget there?
Yeah,
Okay.
basically. Tax notes and supplies, I'll talk to Donna about that. Bernie, you talked about how the tax collector should be paying for their own supplies.
Yes.
So I wonder if I should be asking Donna to reimburse the borough for any supplies like that.
Well, there's certain things that we have to pay
Yeah, there's
for
certain-
under the borough code.
Well, we have to pay for a bond,
Well, there's more than that.
and
I'll give you the answer. I can't
you
recall.
can give me the answer later, that's fine.
But we have to pay for postage and
Yeah,
some
she
other
was- They were
supplies.
gonna buy a copy.
Yeah, we didn't do that.
We don't have to do
We
that.
didn't do that, that's why I told her, we don't have to supply a copy.
I will give you the answer tomorrow, exactly what we're obligated to pay.
That's great.
Legal tax service filing expenses, we spent a lot more this year.
Well, the reason why we're doing that
Is because we're gonna get more.
No, and also because
They're closing out, yeah.
we're canceling their contract, so now they're trying to get all the money they can get, so they're taking a lot more people to court to get their money.
We,
But we're $9,000
we are over budget because they're,
on a $100,000 budget line item.
exactly.
Is my concern, are they gonna continue?
No, after this year, they're done.
No, they're gonna continue this
They're gonna
year.
continue this year.
I don't know if we
They
can
could spend
stop
200
them
I
from
think
doing
we
it.
can, we are
That's a
there.
great question.
Can we stop them from taking stuff to the? They haven't done it
Yeah,
before.
well, I look at the contract, no.
I mean,
okay.
If they can spend another $300,000,
Yeah,
they're
you
gonna
are
spend the
right.
money.
Yeah, yeah.
I'll look at that and answer that tomorrow also.
Yes,
All
sir.
right. Thank you. All right, custodial claims spot, I'm gonna have to look into that. I'm not sure why we're spending more than we spent last year. It's
But
very
it's
strange.
only, my opinion's only June, and
I
we're
understand.
already over budget on that.
By, what is that, that is item number 409.
That's 409,226.
In theory, that might be all we're spending for this year, we've already got all our supplies. But I will make sure we don't buy any more, basically. I'll give
Because we
it.
need toilet paper or cleaning supplies, I mean, I don't,
It's strange that we spent more than we did last year, I agree with you. I don't
it's
know
just
why.
the
This
whole,
is all basically, let me give you my process here. I look at what we spent last year, increased by a small amount, and that's what we generally get for a lot of these things. So, for some reason, we're spending way more than we spent last year, well, relatively speaking, on custodial supplies. I can look into it.
the police overtime,
That-
that scares me.
Well, if you look at the bigger thing here, the key here for any of this stuff is the percentage over here. We're trying to hit, at this point in time, 42% of the budget. We're overtime, definitely, at 93%, but we're well under 42% for regular pay. So some reason it's been coding overtime for some of this stuff, but we're not, the police budget is well within its range. So,
Just to let you know on the overtime side of it,
Yeah.
I was able to print out through our system we use today and tomorrow, that's my day, I'm going over that, so I don't know.
you don't think the number is correct?
I don't think
We might need to recode some of these numbers to the.
I'm wondering if their details are getting put in there.
Details and
That somebody else is
task
paying.
force reimbursements,
Yeah.
that don't go against the.
But that still-
That's reimbursed.
Jamie, but that still needs to be a line item in the budget showing that money coming back into the borough.
Well, yeah, it does, it really does.
I get it.
I'm not,
But my point is the fact that we should be at 42% for patrol wages, we're at 38%. So we're, whatever we're paying more in overtime, we haven't paid anywhere near it regular.
but we are down an officer too.
Right.
Yeah.
And
But
it's in each
my,
year.
my number here at the end of the year is to get 100% for the total budget. You're never gonna get it to be exactly there. Something's gonna be over, something's gonna be under. And we've had a lot of expenses, and I'll keep going through all these.
The budget's always
I mean,
been a
the
guide.
sanitation
It's hard to
overtime.
make.
That is because of snow clearing. The way it's itemized right now, if a sanitation person on sanitation goes out and clears snow, it goes into sanitation overtime. It's just because that individual is associated with that particular department.
Well, gas went up $2 a gallon, that has affected the budget.
So the fact that we had to pay overtime for all the snow removal that's because of sanitation. It's not like guys are out there on Saturday collecting trash. I know, I'm just trying to explain why things are the way.
And I will also tell you that we now have a more proactive police department than we've ever had in my career here.
I believe that.
So that's
I do too.
obviously gonna create overtime as well.
Court time.
Retiree benefits, we did have a couple of retirements from police last year, and I did not calculate that one clearly correctly, so we're definitely over on retirements. The medical benefits they get when they retire.
Okay.
Supplies, I gotta talk with the chief and tell him to not buy anything else.
Chief, pump the brakes.
Radio equipment, that is from a grant that we got, that the chief has gotten.
What's
So,
that?
the radio equipment.
Was that a grant or is that forfeiture?
No, it's grant funding you got for
That
that.
was our computers in the cars, that was 100% grant.
Yeah, so that's a grant.
That was like 40 some thousand.
Dues was 410, 510, let's see this one real quick, hold on.
The Crown Watch School initiatives.
That is, we had, Project Lifesaver, we had money left in that account that we had to close out and spend, that's basically what we did. It wasn't even from the general fund, it was from a separate account.
It's just showing things that are over budget.
I understand.
on the
First
board.
vehicle, that's, That's an issue we've had, talked about many times. Equipment purchase, is that a vehicle? 430.330. I didn't talk to Jane about that one, I'll look at that one. 330. That's public works software.
Is that what that is?
Yeah, but that's a different number than you have here. But that's the iWork software, $12,000.
Yeah.
Obviously, the stormwater, I told Bob, this conversation I need to have with him more. He basically authorized a stormwater catchment basin repair that I did not anticipate. So he's basically not gonna do any more quick catch basins this year, because originally the plan was to transfer the stormwater line to the sewer authority, but that's not necessarily happening anymore.
No, I don't know if that's happening or not.
So we'll have to review that in the budget, but that's why it's $9,000 over budget. We did two catchment basins this year. Well, that's actually catchment basins, I don't know. Road salt is the big thing, 194,000. Part of that's from last year. We got the salt in December, but we paid for it in January. So it's not as bad as that, but we've definitely got a lot of salt because we went through a lot of salt.
But in talking with Bob, he said that we still meant to pay for salt that we're owed.
No, we've hit our 60% we got. We're no longer,
So we're good?
we're not obligated to buy any more salt from this company anymore.
Did we put out was there a bid yet for,
Yes,
did we?
yeah, we put out the bid. I notified Shaycom of our amount we're asking for, was less than what we have been having. Because we were doing 6,000, I don't think we need 6,000 a hand. We're doing 4,500 this year. And I'm also gonna try to find a secondary source as well, because I don't wanna get stuck like we did last year. If you look into the fact that about $100,000 of this amount is from grants, forfeiture funds, and things like that. And then 200,000 from the road salt, which there's nothing we can do about. There's $100,000 we are over budget, I would agree with you on that. But we've also cut back, we're not having a receptionist anymore this year. And the mechanic position is still up in the air. I think maybe we don't get it right now because that one fell through. And then we should be okay. Now, looking at the final, like where we're at right now in terms of the last page of this. As we speak, the total expenditures for the year is at 36.5%. Now, there's still some big expenditures in terms of vehicles coming. I guess gonna be on top of the funds that we spend from now on and make sure that we talk to both of the departments to basically pump the brakes on buying things that are not critical.
Yeah, I mean, we need to make sure we're staying in the budget.
Right now, but nothing's ever gonna be 100%. You're gonna be under budget on some things, over budget on some things. We're under budget on quite a few things right now, so that's good, but you're right. But it's definitely why we need to keep an eye on this, and I'm glad you brought all these things up, and I'm glad I could answer most of your questions.
Appreciate
Did you
it,
just say we're not going to have a receptionist for the rest of the year?
Well, we
The
have
second
Taylor,
receptionist.
Oh, yeah.
an actual receptionist instead of an admin assistant. So I want Taylor to start doing more things for me to help me out, and have a receptionist that does
See what
more
you've done?
Yeah,
other media in the public.
yeah.
All right,
But not for this year.
I need a motion to adjourn.
Motion?
Second,
Second.
all in favor?
Aye.
Thank you, everybody.